Welcome back, everybody. This is DannyCode, and we are continuing on with our Avorion playthrough. In this episode, what I'd like to do is I'd like to do a few things. One, I'd like to go over how to build turrets at a turret factory. I'd also like to, in this episode, start looking for Bottan the Smuggler, so starting doing that quest so I can get the... which one is it here? The Zotian artifact that is the hyperspace one that allows you to do big hyperspace jumps and really it improves hyperspace jumps a lot. So I'd like to get that one out of the way as well. I don't know if we're going to do that in this episode completely, but we will try to look for him there. Now, so the first thing I'd like to do is the turret factory. So I'm going to go find me a turret factory. Let's bring back our miners here. Anyway, so I'm going to go look for a turret factory, and the way I'm going to do that is just I'm going to go to the map here and go to the search and just do that. Doesn't have to be completely. So we have quite a few here. We got 5 just right in the vicinity here, which is great. So, and when there's a turret factory, and this is kind of semi-new, when there's a turret factory in a sector, there's usually also a turret factory supplier, as you can see down on this list here. So that will get you some of the stuff that you will need to build the turrets. So enough of me talking. I'm going to go jump, and we will go and build ourselves a turret. I'd like to get a nice, I don't know, maybe a nice, a new nice railgun, I think. So I'm going to do that. Where is my... Did I even set the sector? I didn't set the sector. There we go. Alright, so, okay, I will be right back when I get to the turret factory. Alright, so there's the turret factory. So we're going to go build ourselves a turret. A nice railgun turret, I think, as I said. And if you notice here, I got a little bit of a situation here. I don't have enough commanders. So at the moment, that's just going to have to blink. I am actually creating commanders. So I'm creating like 3 commanders, but that's going to take a minute. And in the meantime, my morale on my ship may go down a little bit. So you may see a few weird blinkies up there, weird notifications. So I'm also doing at least 1 general. So, but anyways, that is what's going on there. And by the way, if you're a new player, to be able to train your crew, you're going to need academy blocks. So if you go into the build menu and you're looking here, I'm going to press spacebar just to go into here, or you can alternately just hit that here. It brings up the same menu. So to find the academy blocks, what you want to do is you want to just go down to where they are, and I think they're definitely in the Xanion here. So, and here they are. So the academy blocks. So these are the blocks I'm talking about. So you'll need some of these attached to your ship to train up crew. So from vanilla crew here to anything you want down here. And I think it's pretty much the more you have, the more academy blocks you have, or the bigger academy blocks you have, or whatever, the faster that goes, and the more people you can train at one time. So. Alright, so I'm just going to dock here to the turret station, and we are going to build ourselves a nice railgun turret, I think, unless I see something else I like. I don't know. We shall see. And there's basically 2 ways to build turrets. There's one is that you can use the current blueprints at the station, or you can actually choose from your inventory here. Say we wanted a Tesla turret. Let me choose something that's not so good. Maybe something out of the common area here. Let's see. Say we wanted a nice repair turret, like this one here. Right, so we can do that, and we can churn that into a blueprint. Say we really like this turret, we can turn it into a blueprint, and then that will be in not the factory blueprints, but the inventory blueprints here. As you can see, here's our repair turret. And that is the information that we need to build that. Now, what I like to do though is I like to look at their blueprints, because with these blueprints what you can do is you can for me now, I'm going to do a railgun here, the Xanion here, the exceptional railgun. And what we can do is we can up the specs. So here's the base specs of that blueprint. And what we can do is we can up all these specs here, like this one here, these servos. This will increase the firing rate, excuse me. And this one here, the electromagnetic charges, I can talk today, what's going on? Will actually increase the damage and the damage per second there. So I like to go ahead and look for one that I want and then increase these all the way up to maximum. So that way you have just this really cool turret. So like the gauze rail here, I think I'm saying that right. This will increase the damage as well. And high pressure tubing, I think, increases the distance, the range. And the targeting systems, this will make it so you see it's not independent targeting. This will make it, if you put both of those on there, independent targeting. So that's what that does. Now, I like this and I want to build this, right? So I don't have, you can see I'm out of, I need servos, electromagnetic charges because I have 0 of those, and electromagnets as well, and I have 0 of those. So I need to go find those. And a lot of times they're going to be in the same sector as the turret factory, because the turret factory, like I said, a lot of times, most of the time, I think all the time, I actually haven't seen one in a long time that doesn't have, like if it has a turret factory, it'll have a turret factory supplier as well. So those are good places to get some of the stuff, and we're going to check it out. There's one in this sector. So, but basically you have to go and find these items. So if you don't have them already. So the cool thing is too, we now have a shopping list. So this is really a really cool feature that wasn't here not too long ago. I don't remember the last time. I think I had to write all this down just on a piece of paper, so it wasn't there the last time. But if you click on this, you can see now we have a little bit of a shopping list. And this actually puts it in as well. This actually puts it in your missions. Here we go. Ingredients list, railgun turret. So here it is as well. And this will show you the location of that turret factory as well. So you can show a location. So as you can see, that's the location that we're in. So if you get lost and say, oh, which turret factory was it? What turret factory had this blueprint? Then you can see it there. And you can also redo if this list gets in your way, you can turn that off and on here. So I think that's a super cool feature. Thank you, devs. All right. So we're going to go find these things. First thing I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to go to the turret factory supplier here and see if we have anything. Now, for you new players, and I know there's a lot of you, we don't have to actually dock with that station to see what's there. And I'm going to take care of these pirates first, because they will be a pain in the butt if I do not. So let's take care of these guys. Try not to run into too many things on the way. And it shouldn't take too long. How many do we have? So we only have 5 of them. So that shouldn't be too bad. Famous last words. It shouldn't be too bad. And then I'm like out of the battle with like half of my hit points gone. It's there. I'm all beaten up and bruised. But no, these guys shouldn't be too bad. There's one down already. Dude, get off my back. What are you doing? Oh, okay, let me just send some of my... Do we have anything that may look like it's going to kill my fighters? No, let me just put one wing out. See if they don't help kill this guy. Okay, so it doesn't look like I'm losing any fighters, so it doesn't look like they have too many anti-fighter guns on them, which is good. I have a few on mine, just in case they launch their fighters. Alright, so let's launch all our other fighters. There we go. And he's down, so who is next? Ooh, let me get that drop right there before I do anything else. Don't want to miss it. There we go. Okay. And you are next, sir. So, being this big, you really do run into a lot more. But the good thing is, it doesn't do too much damage to you. Like, I ran into that asteroid pretty fast, and it didn't really do too much damage to me. So, that was cool. Oh, but hey, get out, dude. No. Oh. My bad. I is sorry, sir. I swear I saw him out the window giving me the middle finger. Okay, so that's that guy done. Ooh, there's some good loot there as well. So before I go to that tough bandit that I just targeted, I will grab that loot. Come on. Get to it. There we go. Did I get both of them? Yeah. Okay. So where are you? What are you doing? Alright. So yeah, so this is the last guy. So that wasn't too bad. That wasn't bad at all. I don't think I'd suffered too much damage other than hitting that one friendly. You guys probably like, what the heck you doing, buddy? Alright, let's speed this up a little bit. Send my fighters out to attack. Maybe they'll catch up to him. You know what? Let's catch up to him ourselves. Turn on the afterburners. There we go. Much better. Because a lot of my weapons, and this is why I want a railgun, a lot of my weapons are good, but they are close up. So I have to be really kind of close to them. So, as you can see, now I'm just laying waste to them. Do a little flanking maneuver on him here. So now you're going towards me. Hopefully that'll push him in the other direction maybe. Slow him down so my fighters can get to him. Probably not. Well, he's tough. He has one of those shield reinforcers, I think, of some sort, because he's orange. His shields are orange. But that's one thing I really haven't looked into yet, because I know that's a new thing, like the shield reinforcer, and I think there's a hull reinforcer as well. And I really haven't looked into those things, and I probably should, but I really haven't had too much use for him. Boy, you are on the run, sir. You know what? Do I have? Yeah, I have some torpedoes. There we go. That's the one. A few torpedoes. Do them in every time, as long as they don't have any point defense cannons. Okay, so let's bring our guys in. They're probably like way back there. I left them in the dust, but let's go ahead and give them the orders to come back aboard. And then, what was I doing? Oh yeah, so I need to go to the turret factory supplier. And as I was saying, that you don't have to be docked to see what they have. So you can interact with them. And you can do trade goods. So what do we need? We need servos. Do they have servos? They have servos. So we'll take a few of those before we leave. If they have everything, that's great as well. So electromagnetic charge. No, we're gonna have to go find those from somebody else. And also the electromagnets, I think. Yeah. So all right, let's go grab those servos. And to grab things, we definitely do need to be docked to them. So, all right. So I'll just do a little jump cut here because this is like way off in the distance. Okay, so let's just dock here and grab our servos, and this will give us give our fighters a little bit of a chance to catch up. I think I passed them by, and they're like, "Hey, come back!" All right, so let's grab the servos. And how many do we need? So what I'm gonna do. What I like to do is if I'm like in turret building mode, I like to like kind of stock up in these things as long as I have enough cargo hold So I'm gonna do double those if I can. So servos, and as you can see, the volume is only 0.25, so they're not gonna take up a lot of room. We might as well get 100. Let's just get 100. Nice even. Oh no, not 1,000. Nice even 100. And again, as long as you have the money, as long as you have the space for them, great. So, and we can always sell them later on. You know, that's cool too. Alright, so I'm just going to give my fighters a chance to catch up, and then we will go ahead and look for the rest of the items here. So the electromagnetic charge and the electromagnets. Alright, so it looks like we got all our fighters on board. So what I'm going to do, now again, in each of the sectors where we have a turret factory, there's usually going to be a turret factory supplier. So the other thing is we need the electromagnets. I can't say that word for some reason. It's really bad. Electromagnets and electromagnetic charge. There's usually factories for those. So what I'm going to do, we're going to go ahead and search for electro. And it doesn't look like there's anything close by, so let's zoom out a little bit here. Yeah, so what do we have here? So we would have to come up all the way over here for electromagnetic factory. I'm not sure if they do the charges and the other things, so I don't know if they do both. So we might have to go up there to grab it if we can't find it locally at one of our turret supply depots, whatever, turret supply supplier, turret factory supplier. There you go. And do I see? I thought I saw another one. And that's it. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and scrounge at our turret factories and see what we have, our turret factory suppliers, and see what we have. Now, I just want to let me just show you one thing here. Like if we were looking for servos, because I don't think I explained that too right. So like the servo factory. So yeah, so it looks like we have a servo factory down here. So if you needed servos, you would go to the servo factory. Now it's not, a lot of times, sometimes it's not one-on-one, like these electromagnetic charges and electromagnets. They may be at two different places, so you may have to look for them differently. But I think that one factory that we saw, electromagnetic factory, would probably have both. I'm not too sure. You may want to check with that. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and go to a turret factory supplier. And as you can see, we have 4 here, another one down here. Alright, so we're just going to go and visit each of these sectors and see what they have. Alright, so here's the first sector. And let's go ahead and look what they have here at the turret factory supplier. And we need to trade goods, and oh, so we have some charges. Is that the ones we needed? So electromagnetic charges, so they have those, but they don't have the electromagnets. They do have the gauze rails. I know we need those gauze rails, and I think the high pressure tubes as well. We may get a few more of those while we're there. So let's go grab the electromagnetic charges. And yeah, so we'll do that. Alright, so I think we'll go to this dock over here on the other side. Looks good to me. I really like that tractor beam because it'll stop you from going like sideways across the dock, and it'll stop you in your tracks, and it'll pull you in. So I like that a lot. Anyways, okay, so let us grab the electromagnetic charges, and see, they have a low volume as well, so we might as well grab a good amount of those. How many do we need? So if we get, let's get 100 of those as well. Might as well, right? I mean, we have a ton of money, or a ton of credits, so I'm not too worried about that. And by the way, new players, if there are new players, the way I get my credits is I make sure that I have stations of my own making money, and also usable asteroids. When you find a usable asteroid, I also put mines on those, like the noble metal mines and things like that, and they just make tons of money. So as long as you have a good base of those, you really never have to worry about credits. Anyways, off topic, but here we go. And what did I say? Oh yeah, so the gauze rails. You know, I'm gonna buy a few of those as well. Let's just buy 100 of those. Yeah, why not? And the high pressure tubes. Yeah, it's just stock up for a rainy day. What the hell? Steel and copper. Did we have? Oh, we have some steel here. Now, steel is probably going to be pretty easy to find because there's probably going to be steel mines everywhere. But let's just go ahead and grab. Actually, I have 702. I don't need any more steel. What am I talking about? Do we have any copper here? We do not have any copper. Targeting systems. Do we have any targeting? No targeting systems. Okay. So I think we're good there. All right. So we're just looking for some electromagnets. All right. So very cool. We're almost there. Going on to our next one here. All right. F9 menu and turret factory supplier. All right, so let's see. Hopefully they have them. They do not. All right, so I'm going to go up to that electromagnet factory and go grab some there. All right. So where was that again? That was... all the way up yonder. Okay, so it'll just take me a few jumps, not too many. All right, so I'll be right back after I go and travel to the sector that's in. So I'll be right back. All right, so let's go find it. It's there it is, electromagnetic factory, and it is there. Very cool. So, do they have, let me just see. Do they have, so they just have electromagnetics. There we go. Okay. I was wondering if they had also the electromagnetic charges. Man, I do apologize. I cannot say those words today. That is just really bad. Not good. Not good. Okay, so this is the last ingredient, which is kind of cool. Again, I'm definitely going to buy a little bit more. I'm going to stock up. Because if I go and there's another gun or another turret that I can... let's see, where do I want to dock? Where do I want to dock? Let's just dock over here. Alright, so if there's another turret that I want to build, then I may not have to go get all the ingredients. Like, I'll have a lot of it, and then I'll just have to get like one or two. So that is my thinking on this. Like, when I want to stock up on things. Again, it's all... what's going on there? It's all dependent on if you have the credits and also if you have the space in your cargo bay. But I do. I have both of those things. So, electromagnetics, magnetic... boy, here we go. Those things there, the EMs, we'll just call them EMs for now. We'll buy 100 of those as well. And again, these are very small volume, so it's not going to take up a lot of room. There we go. So very cool. All right, so now, again, I came very close to hitting that station just there. If we go into the menu for our missions, it's here. So we'll bring up that. And again, here you can see that you have all your ingredients. But I'm going to turn that off for now because we don't need that anymore because we know we have everything. But we're going to show location. So now, here's the location. And you can see there's a little exclamation point there. So that'll tell you as well. So we're up here. This is about 4 jumps for me at the moment. So I will make the 4 jumps and I will be right back. Alright, so we're back where the turret factory is here. So let's go ahead and go build our turret. I'm super excited. I do like me a good old railgun. So this should be pretty cool. Probably, I have a few other railguns on there. I'll probably just replace one of those to make it, to give it better distance and whatnot, and damage. So, slow down. There we go. Okay, so let's go build our turrets, and it was this one here, the railgun. And let's go ahead and bump up all the stats as we did the last time to maximum and turn it up to 11 here. Alright, so there we go. So we have enough for everything. So we're going to build that. And again, this is manufacturing cost, so it costs quite a bit. So if you're going to need mini credits. So there we go, and we should have our railgun turret now in our inventory. So I'm going to go to the build menu, and let me see here. I'm going to turn on, here we go, highlights and turrets, so that'll make it easier. And I kind of wish these were color-coded as to what they are. That would be kind of nice. So we have a double railgun here. By the way, and I'm taking one off because we don't really have enough slots for it. We only have one armed turret slot, so we're going to have to definitely take one off because that takes how many? Let's see here. That takes how many slots? 2 slots, so we'll need at least one more. Alright, so this one here, this one, I think that one's a good candidate. Okay, so this one is 134 to 32.6. So that looks better than this one. Looks better than this one. What do we have for plus 11% range, independent targeting, low damage, and overheats, which is not good. So they're basically kind of the same. Fire rate. Oh, the fire rate on this is down. Okay, so let's just. Yeah, let's just take this one off, I think. And then put our new railgun on. Just in its place. Piece of turbine block made of. Oh, okay, so thought that was. Let me go ahead and let's just go ahead and do. Oops, I don't have that. I'm in the wrong spot. Some of this, and we'll just stick on. Let's just take this one off too, because we're going to do it to both sides. We're going to mirror this. So we're just going to put a little bit of. Actually, what is this? Oh, it's tritium armor. So that must be on both sides. So let's go ahead and just replace that then. Let's go ahead and put that turret back on. Oh, can't control Z that. Well, which one was it here? It was this one. There we go. Okay, so we're just going to replace it with some Xanion blank hull. And to do that, all you do is you hover over the piece and you hit Alt, and that will replace it like that. And that replaced it on both sides. Alright, now let's go ahead and put on our turret. So, and we don't need mirroring on for that, obviously. So that just goes there. Alright, so that's our new turret. Let's turn off this highlighting. Alright, so there we go. We got a brand new all singing, all dancing turret there. So that's pretty good. Range 18.34, so that's damn good range. So we have some pretty high range, so this is almost 18 there. That is 11, and that is 11, so probably want to make a couple more, just put them over here, and I think I'll probably do that. I'll do that off camera, but that is my goal. So I'm going to do basically the same thing I did before. And again, so we have a good amount of the components now, so we don't have to get a lot of them, so we stocked up on them. So making 2 more railgun turrets for these will be a lot simpler. So okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start looking for Bottan. I'm going to start looking, and the first step for Bottan the Smuggler that you need to do is you need to go into Smuggler Coves, and I think there's Smuggler Coves. Yeah, so Smuggler's Cove. I'm just going to call them Smuggler's Coves. So basically there's sections with smugglers in it. Now, you find those, let me just turn this off here. Okay, you find those in hidden mass sectors, and I think it is, I'm not sure what the range is from the center, but I'm pretty sure we're close enough, and I'm pretty sure it will be fine. Now, pirates in these sectors and bandits will be pretty heavy, so I may have to run away from some of them, but we should be all right. Now, so I will do a jump cut here, and I'll find the first Smuggler's Cove. Ooh, we found a Smuggler's Cove. Let's see if we have the guy here. Yeah, I think the smuggler here. So I think we just need to talk to that guy there. And that will start the mission. So let's interact. Greetings. Greetings. Interested in earning a lot of money for easy work? I sure to heck am. Good. All you have to do is take this cargo and take it to the checkpoint I just sent you. Cool. Should be easy as pie. Cool. Alright. So we have easy delivery, but that is actually the Bottan the Smuggler mission. It will turn into that eventually. So we should have the goods. Now, with these goods, you can't go into... You should stay away from populated areas. So we need to jump outside of the gate system because you may upset some people. So if you have some bad goods, or some illegal goods on board, then yeah. So let me just look real quick at my thing here, and carbon computer. Okay, so here is suspicious goods. So this good has suspicious energy signature and can't be used or sold at normal stations. You might get in trouble when someone is controlling you. Okay. So there's that. Now, let's go look at the... Where is it here? Easy delivery. There we go. So, let's show the location. And this is the location that we need to bring it to. Where are we? Where are we? So we're up here. Okay, so I know where it is. So let's just go and go to the map. There we are. Okay, so we're right there. So we just have to go down here. All right, so I'm going to go jump down there and avoiding the main gate system. So yeah, so I'll be right back and I'll see what's up. All right, so I jumped into a sector where, and I didn't know this because if you look at the map, this is a sector that I had no idea that was on the main system here. And as you can see, we have a little warning here. You have suspicious goods in your cargo bay, and you might get in trouble if you don't get a transport license. Now, so I'm just gonna kind of scoot around here, and this is so we only have one more jump to go anyways. By the way, pro tip, that if you have a lot of jumps to do, I go ahead and just tack on some hyperspace core, so that increased my jump range by 12. So that was pretty cool. Alright, so nobody is bothering me yet, so I think I may be good, but we definitely have to wait a little while before we can jump out of here. So yeah. So alright, so again, we have one jump and I'll be right back when I can make it. Alright, so we're here and there is Sir Bottan the Smuggler. Alright, so we're just going to talk to him. What's going to happen here is, if I remember correctly, is that he's going to take our goods and then he's going to scoot. And then we have to do what we just did over again. So yeah, so that's what's going to happen. But the next time we do it, we'll have something that will stop him from jumping away. Okay, so Bottan, I have your goods. Good, hand them over now. What about my payments? We'll work it out. Excuse me, we'll work out your payment as soon as I have the goods on board. How will I know you pay me? You won't, but if you keep pestering me, I won't pay you at all. Alright, yeah, so we just gotta give it to him basically, so we're just gonna take a little shortcut here. Looks like everything is here. Thank you very much for your cooperation. I'll be on my way then. Ha 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 ha. And there he goes. Okay, so mission accomplished, easy delivery, but we didn't get our payment. Now, so we gotta do that again. So we're going to, but we have an email here. Enemy of my enemy. So now we have the easy delivery turned into enemy of my enemy. And this is from a friend of a friend or a friend of an enemy, whatever. And it says, it looks like you have been betrayed by Bottan and his smugglers too, and I think we may have a common enemy now. I'd like to work with you. Meet me at, so we're going to jump to this coordinate again. Or a new coordinate here. And to get that coordinate, we just can do this here into our missions panel and then show location. And that's the location. So we are over here. Okay. Anyways, so I will jump to this location and I will be right back. Okay, so we are here. And this is the target, a friend. So let's talk to this dude. Hello. So I've heard some impressive stories about you. Maybe we can work together to stop Bottan. How do we stop Bottan? Bottan is a coward. He won't do anything himself, and if there is only the slightest hint of combat, he'll jump away to safety. In order to catch him, we have to disable his hyperspace drive. Alright, I'll help you. Since I have to remain here, I need you to organize all the parts I need to build a disruption ray. I've sent the list of parts to your ship. Okay, come back once you have them. I don't care how you get them, do what you must. Alright, just get me the parts. Alright, so again, we have just a bunch of stuff to get. So if we go into the missions, enemy of my enemy, we need to get these things. And again, we can put the laundry list up here. So we're going to have to go and find those things. Again, having major jump capabilities like I have on the back here, so I have just as much as I can with the hyperspace cores here, then it makes it a lot easier because you can see my hyperspace. I mean, I can jump pretty damn far. Alright, so we're going to find those now. What do we need? We need neutron accelerators. So let's go and look for those. So we need any neutron accelerators. So let's see if there's any place we can get those fast. I don't see any place. So accelerator we need it from accelerator factory. So and there we go. And I don't see any of those. There's one. So here's an accelerator factory. Yeah, two of them indeed. As a matter of fact, here's another one here. Okay. Alright, so let's just tag sector. Does that work? No. Neutron accelerator. Okay, so that should show there. Now we need an electron accelerator. So Those will both be found here at the accelerator factory. We need a fusion generator. So fusion generator factory. Fusion generator factory, and there's one here. So like really close. So this is going to be our little shopping trip in this little area here. So let's add a note. This has a fusion generator factory. Okay, so we got those two. We need energy inverter from an energy inverter factory. So let's see, energy. Oh, is there one here? No. That was an energy 2 factory. Okay. So there's one here. So there's one here. So energy inverter factory. Okay, so add note. Energy inverter factory. Oops, hey, type it in. Energy inverter factory. Fine. Okay, so we're going to stop here. Then we'll go up and get our other things up there. Okay, so those are that. Alright, so what else we need? We need semiconductors. Or no, we need transformers. Transformators. We need transformators. Are those kind of like terminators? Transformators. Okay, so there's one. There's one here. Why is that? It's weird. Okay, so there's one here. Whatever. Good enough. Okay. Semiconductor manufacturer. So we need a semiconductor manufacturer next for semiconductors. And it looks like we have one here. There we go. Semiconductor factory, right? Factory. Manufacturer. There we go. All right, so we have that here, another one up in this area here. This guy here. Okay. And processor. And we can get those in a few different places, it looks like. Computer component factory or processor factory. So let's see, processor factory. So we got a processor factory here. And it looks like we got a processor factory here as well. And we're already coming here for energy inverter factory. So cool. So this is going to be our first step here. First stop. So this is processor factory. Good enough. All right, so we're going to stop here and get those two things. And I think that's it. So we need one neutron accelerator, one electron accelerator, both from accelerator factory, two fusion generators, energy inverter, transformator, semiconductor, and a processor. All right, so we are going to jump and get those. Excuse me. And I'll be right back. Okay, so we're here. We need to do, what do we need here? So we need the energy inverters and the processors. Okay, so energy inverter station is right there. Cool. Alright, so let's just dock up in here. And there we go. So how many do we need? So we need 5. So, and if I lose the battle, I'm gonna triple up here. Because if I lose the battle, then we'll need these things again. So I'm anticipating maybe losing the first or second battle here. So we need 5, so I got 15. All right, so we got the energy converters, or energy inverters, and we need the we need the processors. All right, processor factory. Is right there. There it is. Okay. When you have a mining system on, and you're in here, like finding the green one is a little bit harder. The green chevron in the heads-up display sometimes can be a little tricky, and the blue ones as well. So like your hyperspace jump coordinates can be a little tricky to find too. So one thing I do sometimes is like zoom way out, and that will sometimes help. So, all right. So where is the dock? I just want to dock here. You leaving, buddy? You leaving? Good. Okay. Alright, so we need processors. How many processors do we need? We need 2. So let's go ahead and buy... What the heck? Let's splurge. We'll buy 10. Alright. I just feel like I got a AMD processor upgrade with those. Okay, so the next jump is going to be... Let's see here. Should be a little bit easier to tag these things and find them. So we have a semiconductor manufacturer here. So I think that'll be the next one. Yeah, okay. So we'll go over here. And it looks like we gotta get past this rift. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just jump to this sector here and then jump into the jump gate. Alright, we are back. So, where is our friend? There's our friend. Alright, so let's talk to this dude. Alright, I have your goods. Very good. I'll build a system. I'll be done in no time. Alright, here you go. With this, you should be able to destroy Bottan's hyperdrive. Alright, so we got a hyperdrive, or hyperspace overdrive. Overloader. There you go. Over something. But keep in mind that the system might get destroyed when you use it. It is very possible that you have one shot and that's it. Okay, so cool. So we have to find Bottan again. Now, I'm pretty sure that... Yeah, so we just have to find him again. So we're going to have to find another Smuggler's Cove and do another delivery. So, all right. So let's turn off this. Don't need that on there anymore. And we will find another Smuggler's Cove. So I will be right back. Okay, we're in a Smuggler's Cove, and let's go talk to this old smuggler over here. Again, it's going to be the same stuff, so we're just going to shortcut it here. Good, all you have to do is take this cargo and should be easy as pie. Okay, so we should have some suspicious goods over there. And let's go see where the dude is. Oh, by the way, I did install the hyperspace overloader. So that's on the system. So I'm pretty sure you have to have that installed and not just a board. I could be mistaken on that, so I'm not too sure. But I have it installed just in case. So easy delivery and show location. So it's here. All right. And we are over here. So we're just going to jump over here, probably just underneath here because we have this rift. So very cool. All right, so let's go do that. All right, so there's Bottan. But what I want to do first is I want to take off all this hyperspace core because we're not going to need it. All right, so let's take off that, that. Oh my God, how much do I have? Is that it? I think so. There we go. Cool. That's the first thing. Now, I forgot how this goes. So I think if we talk to him, right, so we can destroy his hyperdrive now. So I'm hoping that works at the moment. So what I'm going to do, destroy it. Charging. Hyperspace engine has been destroyed. Okay, so now he can't jump away. So we're going to talk to him again. And I have your goods. So basically the same thing. Wait a second. You again. Screw this. I'm out. So there we go. What? Can't jump? There we go. You did this. All right. So I think he's not going to be too hard. I'm going to send out my fighters, though. And have them help out just a little bit here. So I think we should be good. Yeah, I don't see this. I don't see it going. If he destroys my fires, I'm not too worried about it, but I think they should help out a lot. I want to get a little bit closer because, again, a lot of my weapons are pretty short range, so yeah. So there we go. So like my lightning turrets are pretty short range as well. And that'll help take out his shielding there. But he's just on the run. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an end run around him. Try to make him kind of go the other way into my fighters. Gonna stop him here like this. Don't know if that worked or not. But he's going to be a tough cookie. He's not doing too much damage to me, so I'm not too extremely worried about what he's going to do. It's just going to take a little while, I think. So it's not a particularly hard battle. Again, I want to do an end run around him, so maybe that will send him into my fighters. I also have, let me see if he has any point defense cannons, so let me throw some torpedoes at him. Yep, so that works. So, oh yeah, so that works well. Yeah, so torpedoes works on him. The torpedoes work on him. And there we go. Easy peasy. All right, so let me see here. We got, oh, there's a Zotan artifact, and we also have a legendary. Very nice. So let's just go grab that Zotan artifact there as well. And this is the hyperspace one. So this is, I'm going to be very happy to get this. So just saying. So there we go. All right. I'm going to go and look here. Actually, let's turn off. I don't want to do this just quite yet. I don't want to salvage them quite yet. Let's turn off our torpedoes too so we don't mistakenly send those out. Let's go to the ship menu. And take that off. Now, where's our Zotan? No, that's not the one. Here it is. Permanent installation only. Jump space range is plus 10, which is pretty cool. Cooldown is halved. Recharge rate is down as well. Okay, so cool. Install that. Oh, actually, let's see. So let's look at the map. So this is our jump range at the moment. And once we install this permanently, oh yeah, that really expanded it quite a bit. Cool. Neat. So that is pretty darn awesome. Let's bring our boys back in here. And I'm going to salvage him because he probably has a lot of goodies. So let's go ahead and turn on my salvaging laser and bring out my salvagers. All right, so I'm gonna leave it there, guys. I hope you all stay safe and don't forget to wash your hands. That's very important, apparently, in this day and age. So yeah, so stay safe out there, guys. And I will see you guys next time. I hope you like this. So if you did, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to be notified when there's more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And I will see you next time. Bye for now.